We just got to the airport, heading out to New York. So we're flying out on Christmas Eve. I don't know whose idea that was, but look how crazy packed it is.
The cheapest flight we found?
Yeah, there you go. It's the cheapest flight we found, and you know what? It's worth saving the money because we bought it hella late, but yeah. Right here. Store. Okay, look, first of all, they don't put prices anywhere for a reason, which means that everything's probably like hella expensive. You guys, the water is $5.99 and the Powerades are $4.29. Okay, so now you know. Okay, I got 4 tips for you for being in an airport. 1, bring a reusable water bottle so you can fill it up once you're in the airport. Oh, hello. I'm gonna be popping in between my little video of my trip in New York because I didn't film all the tips and stuff I wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna be cutting in here and there to fill in those gaps. I know it could be really difficult when you do travel to still stay consistent at the gym, to think about the food you're eating and how to maintain and somewhat balance what you are consuming. Eating, drinking, going to the gym, they don't have to happen 100% the way they would at home. That's unrealistic for most people. I have some tips for just traveling and when you're at the airport itself. I touched on the first one, which is definitely bringing a reusable water bottle. That's gonna save you a lot of money. Water at the airport is like $5. I don't care if you don't want to carry it around, carry it. It's so important and it has saved me so much when I'm out and I just want some water and there's not like accessible water nearby, or it's really expensive and I don't feel like spending $5 on a water bottle. So the second tip is also bringing your own snacks. I feel like there's a lot of misinformation about what you can take into an airport. You can't take drinks basically into the airport, at least through security. So just bring the reusable water bottle and you can fill it up once you get in the airport for free. In terms of snacks, there are actually snacks, prepackaged snacks that you can take into the airport. You can even take bags of things like nuts or mixed trail mix. You can also take in granola bars, fruit, prepackaged vegetables, small meats and cheeses. As long as it's small and it's not big and it's not like a huge amount, which you only need some for the airport, you can save a lot of money doing that. So definitely look up what the rules are, but for the most part, you can bring in small snacks into the airport. For anyone who really likes coffee or tea and that's something that you regularly drink, you can bring those instant coffee things. I don't know what you call them exactly. Or you could bring in tea bags and then you can just ask a Starbucks once you get into the airport if they can give you a cup of hot water. That's another way to save money if that's something that like you really do want to consume in the morning or whenever you get to the airport or while you're waiting, whatever it is. Point is of all this is to say you can save a lot of money while at the airport. I think a lot of people can spend money easily at the airport. It gets really expensive. Things are overpriced and a lot of the times they don't even taste amazing. Bring your own prepackaged snacks, water bottle, tea, coffee, oatmeal, whatever it is. You can take that through the airport and through TSA. Y'all, it's 20, maybe less degrees out there. We finally found food. Dude, look at that. We got some sunny side up egg, avocado. We got sweet potatoes in there, Brussies, my little Brussies. Some grains. I don't know what else is in there. We will find out along the way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That plate looked bomb, huh? And it tasted really good, to be honest with you. Tips for when you're eating in restaurants or places when you are, you know, eating out and at meals, especially while you're traveling. I like to try my best to remind myself to pick something on the menu that is still going to provide me a protein, a carb, and vegetables and or fruits in it. That's why I chose that bowl in particular. I wanted something that would encompass those things. Still trying to stay on track, but also being okay with me eating something that I won't know exactly what the amount of calories are, but something that I know that is still aligned with what I want to be putting into my body. A lot of the times when you go to restaurants, it's really easy to pick the greasy, buttery, you know, they're appealing, you see everyone else eat them a lot of the time. But an easy tip and something to just try to stick with your goals when you are back home is what would you normally eat and how to find something that might be reflective of that, or just making sure, like I said, prioritizing that you are still eating protein, that you are still having a carb, and that something in your meal does have vegetables or fruit. That water is freezing. I like running, but it's, you know, under 20 degrees out here, and we got people like that who are running. No one could pay me money to do that. Oh my God. It's green. You have to look at my ears. So yeah, Jackie's the girl in my video, but Jackie and I went to the grocery store to buy things for breakfast every morning. We did make the, I guess, compromise, you can say, to have breakfast at home every day. And so we did have something regular where we had eggs, turkey slices, bread, some fruits, like avocado and berries and stuff like that to have every morning. And then we would go out and enjoy a dinner out wherever it was, wherever we went for the day. That's also a great way. It'll save you a lot of money as well, buying groceries for at least one of your meals so that you're not consuming as much outing meals, restaurants, whatever, because it gets so expensive, especially when you're going and traveling to another city like New York. I just got my beanie stolen. They're trying to test me. They're trying to test me. Y'all, we're eating at this fancy restaurant called, what was it called?
Something olive?
Olive Garden? Olive Garden, yes. Okay, I just got to the gym, bought a gym membership that gives me access to all of them nationwide. And I like it because I don't have to pay, you know, more. I can be anywhere in the country, any countries I can go to, which is a great hack, I would say, to get gym membership that, you know, you could access everywhere if it's something that, you know, you'll be traveling a lot. Okay, I just put all my layers back. I just left from the gym. A strategy I wanted to share with y'all is to actually do like free trials when you travel places. You can do like 3-day trials at gyms at nearby or places near you, wherever you're staying. So every time I'm gonna travel somewhere, like I was talking about right now, going to the gym, I always in advance look at the gyms that are gonna be nearby the Airbnb or the place that I'm staying at or the hotel that I'm gonna be at. I have a membership that I have here in the Bay Area where I live, but I have a national membership for it, so I have access to all of them across the country. I would suggest that membership if you travel a lot, and for me, I do, and I travel a lot, especially to LA, so I have access to the ones in SF and in LA, so it's pretty easy for me and it makes sense for me. If it doesn't make sense for you, there are other options. You can do free trials at gyms with a lot of locations across the country, which you can search up common ones within the US at least, like Planet Fitness, Crunch, which is the one I have, LA Fitness, or City Sports, interchangeable name, Blink, 24 hours. Those are pretty common ones that tend to have locations in various places in the US. So I would look at those and see which ones are close to you. You could just buy a week-long pass at a gym if you go. They usually have it cheaper than you would obviously for like a month membership. And like I said, if you are someone who travels a lot, I would definitely suggest getting a national membership, because when I travel like I just did to New York, I was still able to use my membership that I have back here in California because I have access to them across the country. So that's pretty convenient and saves me a lot of money not needing to buy a week-long pass or going through the trouble of like the trials and stuff. And then if gyms are just too far for you, depending on where you're at, you might be pretty far, and if you don't have a car, obviously it's gonna be really difficult. So in those situations, I would definitely suggest bringing small equipment that you can use, creating at-home workouts that are still gonna keep you on track in the sense where you're still moving your body and doing some form of strength training, even if that's within a home or a place that you're staying. And then if you really don't want to work out at home because you're with a group of people that you just don't want to work out in front of, whatever it may be, just incorporate some form of exercise in your everyday travels, whether that's just, you know, doing activities that are going to get you moving. Definitely a great way is walking instead of taking Ubers everywhere. It'll save you a lot of money too. And choosing the route of walking rather than driving could be helpful if that is doable, depending on the trip you're at. It really varies. Obviously, if you're doing like a very outdoorsy trip, like going to Utah or somewhere like that, you're going to be doing a lot of walking and hiking, so you don't need to worry too much about getting your steps in or anything like that. But if you're going more to a city place, it's really easy to just take Ubers and not want to walk to places. But try to balance it, and it saves you a lot of money if you don't take Ubers. Ubers are expensive. She saw the dessert.
Here, and they're chopping me out.
Get it, I guess.
You like clean, and when you have like a...
She doesn't usually cook, but you paid to cook.
And put like and we're gonna mix everything.
What does it need checking? It's perfect. I'm a perfect chef.
Like first and last.
We use all these different flavors.
Look at that. Take it in. Wait, I asked for turkey sausage. I just thought about it. As I'm recording. Eggs. Toast.
Yes.
Okay, yep, my video ended abruptly after I watched that Rockette show. The next day we left, and when I left, my flight was very early in the morning, freaking crack of dawn. I had to wake up, so didn't feel like recording anything and definitely just forgot about it all. I hope you found some tips helpful for when you travel within the US. I will be going internationally to Thailand next week, so, or by the time this video releases, it'll be like this week I'll be traveling there. So if you're interested more in international travel, I'm actually going to spend that video talking more about how I actually plan a trip internationally, the different things to think about planning wise, where to stay, what I think about, what I consider activities, how I kind of go about that, how I budget as well. So if you're interested in that, that'll be much more of a greater focus on my next video, visiting Thailand. So excited about that. Hope you found some of these things helpful though, regardless of where you travel to. I am excited to take you to Thailand with me. Anyways, like always, please like this video. I would really appreciate that. Please subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with the future ones. I appreciate your support always.